The Blackrock Bitcoin ETF is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This is a once-in-a-market event. Larry Fink and all his big money buddies, they are going to pump your bags beyond what you can possibly freaking imagine. Your biggest problem is that you're going to get too rich or lose all your money in crypto, because investing in cryptocurrency is risky. As always, guys, do keep that in mind. But realistically, this ETF event is crazy. This is going to be the biggest liquidity event ever to happen in the history of the cryptocurrency markets. The potential impact is beyond what I think anybody is really fully realizing yet. It's just so crazy. I have a hard time thinking about it. It's hard to even explain what's actually going on, because this has never happened before to this asset class. We are about to plug in to the biggest damn liquidity pools on earth, the biggest asset managers on earth. We are going to get exposure potentially to tens of trillions worth of capital. Now, not all that money comes in. Tens of billions come in, maybe hundreds of billions over the next few years come in, and that is game-changing liquidity. This takes it from basically the liquidity in crypto being a little drip, drip, drop, drop to a frickin' tsunami a mile high. This is next level stuff. It's so ducking, fundamentally bullish. It's hard to properly express in words what is going on here, but we're going to try to break it down. And look, everybody's starting to wake up to this. Goldman Sachs saying there's a huge appetite for Bitcoin and crypto as US ETF approval looms. They expect a significant uptick in trading volumes over the next 12 months. I think we're all kind of expecting that. So how much money actually comes into Bitcoin? What are we talking about here? Well, we're talking big damn numbers, of course. Estimates range wildly from 25 all the way up to $100 billion in the first 24 months. You think, oh, 24 months, that's a long time. That's a short time in markets. Short time in markets. You can't expect day one to have like tens of billions of dollars show up. But within 12 to 24 months, game-changing amounts of liquidity is coming into this market. Again, game-changing. $100 billion in cash coming into crypto. What? All chasing after what? The 2 million Bitcoin currently sitting on exchanges? Number will go up. Number will go up. Now, you might be thinking, wow, come on, Lark, just a Bitcoin ETF. Why is it such a big deal? The Bitcoin Futures ETF, when it came out, was the fastest growing ETF in history. Did you know that? Went to about $1 billion in the first 48 hours. This shows you how new tech ETFs are moving, the demand for exposure to Bitcoin. And that was just a paper garbage contract. That wasn't even the real deal like this is going to be. These are spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, way back in 2004, a good parallel is the gold ETF. That saw the price of gold, a multi-trillion-dollar asset cap at the time, rally 400% to become a $10 trillion asset cap market. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. That was back then, 2004. It was like the Stone Age, tech-wise. Now, here we are going into 2024. 20 years later, we're about to get that spot Bitcoin ETF, the digital gold. Things are going to move a lot faster this time. Look, history does not repeat, obviously, and we should not expect to see billions of dollars show up to the spot Bitcoin ETFs on day one. Let's just maybe be a bit more conservative. Maybe only a few hundred million show up on the first few days. That's still huge. Again, I'm looking at the impact not on day one, not on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. I'm looking at the first weeks, the first months, the first few years of game-changing liquidity inflows and how that's going to impact the market and create the greatest bull run of all time, where you get rich beyond your wildest freaking imagination. If you don't screw it up. Don't screw it up, guys. Come on. And you know one good way to not screw it up? Sign up to the Wealth Mastery newsletter, the best damn newsletter in the cryptocurrency business. Every single issue, you get the latest alpha on altcoins, crypto market news, airdrops, NFT mints, all kinds of crazy stuff happening. DeFi tutorials, technical analysis. We spend about 40 hours a week putting this bad boy together between me and my writing team, my team of researchers. And you get to read it in about 10 minutes. Sounds like a pretty damn good deal for being free. You can join our almost 100,000 weekly readers for free using the link down below in the description. Check it out. You're missing out if you're not signed up yet. Look, guys, this is massive beyond belief. And one thing that I think, again, a lot of people just haven't fully realized the crazy potential of, as soon as this bad boy gets approved, which is why day 1 may not be that crazy, day 2, 3, 4, 5 may not be that crazy, but the following weeks and months are probably going to be absolute insanity. That first year to year and a half are probably going to be some of the most golden age of crypto price insanity we will ever witness again in our lifetimes. Why is that the case? Why do I believe this? Because the sales teams for all these big boys are coming. The Blackrock sales team, the Fidelity sales team, the Invesco sales team, the VanEck sales team, the ARK sales team. Everybody's going to get on the phones, start ringing up investors saying, yo, you want to buy some Bitcoin ETFs? And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, I do. I do want to buy Bitcoin ETFs. Thanks for asking. Why are they going to be pushing this so damn hard? Because there's so much money to be made. These guys are charged like a 1% management fee. The companies are going to make hilarious amounts of money by running these Bitcoin ETF products, because you get that Bitcoin ETF at $50,000. It goes up to $500,000. Suddenly, their fees have 10x. They understand the asset class. BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, these guys know what's going on. They understand fundamentally that Bitcoin is an asset class primed for the moon, basically, and that they get to capture increasing fees off of the bullishness of this asset. It's a win-win for everybody. They're going to fight hard for market share. We're talking like a new media frenzy coming. Get ready for BlackRock ads during the Super Bowl saying, buy Bitcoin ETFs at BlackRock quick. It's coming. Will that mark the top? I don't know. Certainly media frenzies like that can mark the top. And again, this is not day 1 stuff. This is as we see the market really take off. Huge implications. This ETF product opens the door for tens of billions to hundreds of billions of dollars to come in over the next, let's say, 24 months. Crazy stuff. Again, a once in a market liquidity event. I know I keep repeating that, but it's super important to understand. This has never happened before. This will never happen again. Oh, I know we have Bitcoin spot ETFs in Canada and in Brazil and a few other places. Hong Kong's looking at them, by the way, because Hong Kong doesn't want to be last. China doesn't want to be last. Hong Kong is China's window on the world of finance internationally. And that's where mainland Chinese money will come into spot Bitcoin ETF products. The Chinese don't want to be left out of this. Chinese mainland investors, Chinese Hong Kong investors, they don't want to let the Americans get all the fun. But all those markets, nothing compares, not even close to compares to the U.S. markets, because the U.S. markets account for 52 to 54% on average of total global stock markets. That market is getting the Bitcoin ETF. The implications are hard, again, to understand. We have never seen this before, and we will never see it again. Heck, finance has never seen anything this crazy before, man. It'll be one for the record books. You're here for it. You are here before the Bitcoin ETF is approved. Question is, what are you doing with all this information? And of course, that's just Bitcoin. When we have a Bitcoin ETF approved, it then opens the door for the Ethereum spot ETF, probably to follow within a few months after the Bitcoin one. Then we see that whole narrative take off. And I'll be making videos about how that's super bullish, because it will be very bullish for Ethereum. Ethereum's an obvious asset for this. And then, of course, we see Solana ETFs and Chainlink ETFs. Again, a liquidity event that has never been seen in this market before. The implications for all of this are hard to fully comprehend, because we have never seen hundreds of billions of new capital come into this market. This is going to fundamentally change the crypto markets forever, in good and bad ways. Wall Street's here, BlackRock's here, yuck. But they're going to pump our bags. And of course, when the money starts coming into Bitcoin and the money starts coming into Ethereum, guess where it starts going after that? All your altcoin bags. People start looking for the next Bitcoin, the next big thing. And they say, well, Bitcoin's at 200K now or whatever. Not that much upside left. Maybe I need to go and find some low cap dog coins that are going to pump. And people will, because that's how markets work. And this might be the last great run, the big one, our final just like raw, crazy party. And yeah, crypto's not going anywhere. It's going to become a fundamental part of our lives over the next few years. It's going to be ubiquitous. But this this liquidity event, one for the record books, guys. And you're here for it. We're here for it. It's very, very exciting. No one's bullish, not even close. Shake off your bear market PTSD. See what's going on. Open your damn eyes. I can't see, then open your eyes. Get ready. Unless the SEC denies all this, we go to Goblin Town.